on a Chevy Camaro, which is the 2010 through the 2015 model. You need to switch your battery out. It's actually located in the trunk underneath the spare. I'm gonna move the speaker box out and we're gonna go ahead and get this battery switched out. Now, it'll be a little bit easier if you go ahead and just take this piece out. The reason why I had to actually take it out on my end. Now, I chose to take this back portion off right here because I need that, because I need to actually take this box out because there is a spare tire in here. What you have to do for that is screw it like that. Make sure you keep your stuff all together. Last thing you need is to start putting Humpty Dumpty back together. You're missing some parts. Part just comes in, slides right out. Now, some models actually have the tire system, but this particular model actually has the spare. So, what you have to do is to take the spare tire out. You better locate it over there. Turn it. Battery can be located right under there. So how do you get to it? To get this and this loose, you're going to need a 10mm. After you take the bolts loose, make sure you keep it somewhere secure. You'll need it. There's one more bolt that's hidden down there right there. You need that before you can actually take the actual battery out. As you can see, it's still pretty secure. Let's get to it right there. To get to it, I have to actually put an extension on there because the other ratchet was not long enough. The extension, I can get in there real good. Get it. Take it loose. Next, pop this out. Guess what? Battery's ready to come out. And here's your battery. Now this is a pretty darn big battery. Readings on this one is 720 cold crank amps. It's huge. Replacement battery. 179 for tax. Pretty good battery. Cold cranking amp, 790. So 179, 199 with tax. NAPA. Chevy Camaro. Let's go ahead and put this back in. Something to remember while you're putting this in. Make sure you move this tube and you don't sit that battery on top of this tube, because this is gonna actually wrap back around. It's gonna go right here into this slot. First, we have to put that first bracket back down there. It's gonna be the long bolt. Don't get it confused with the two smaller bolts. The long one that goes there. In case you forgot how you put it on there, it goes on from that angle. Bracket goes back on. Hand tighten it up. Bolt your battery back on, make sure it's secure. If you have any type of amp, audio amp that's running, make sure it's secured. Make sure the wires still look pretty good. Then you take your piece right here, your tube. In there, make sure it's snug. Now if you got that ready, you'll be ready for your ground. Make sure it's on there snug. Tighten that bad baby up. Let's do it. Personally chose not to take this carpet out because I actually have a speaker box back there. I didn't want to go through the effort of trying to get that bad baby back in there. Got everything secured? Now, here's something that you do need to know. When you are dealing with a car and a battery of this size, it is in your best interest to let the system learn itself for at least around 10 to 15 minutes before you start the car. After you start the car, you should let this car run for 15 minutes or more. Do not put this battery in and try to drive immediately. The system needs to relearn itself. Give it some time. Other than that, let's go ahead and put everything back in. Put your spare back in. Now it's time for that piece. Put your spare cover back in. Spare lock back down. Please hand tighten it. Don't use anything else to tighten this. Just make sure you have it secure by hand. And for me, since I had the actual speaker box in, I have to put this back piece back on, which is right there. And once I put my back on, put all of the screw pieces on, put the net back on, we're all good to go. And we can start up. Again, remember, after you get that battery in, do not attempt to drive a car like this with the battery of that size for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Let the battery sit. Let it get in there and let everything get adjusted with the system. It needs to recalibrate based on that new battery. The